In today's video, we're going to talk about Deadpool 3. As we already know, Hugh Jackman and Wolverine will be in this movie, but it's not the same one we've seen before, and it's not going to ruin the Logan timeline or anything that happened in the Fox X-Men universe, although it's all kind of part of the same thing if you ask me. Crazy leaks to do with Deadpool 3, which if you go by this channel, I've covered this kind of stuff for 5 years. Most of these leaks turn out to be true. So Deadpool 3 is going to be like Multiverse of Madness times 10 in terms of craziness, because we already know it's a time-traveling movie, which means insane, realistic cameos. And also, as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is coming out very soon, we're also going to talk about that. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around it, make sure to subscribe to never miss any Marvel, DC, Monsterverse-based content we do on this channel. If you could subscribe, let me know down below. Are you freaking hyped for Deadpool 3? And also, if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And if you could, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. So it's worth saying to give the disclaimer, but to be honest, we've covered leaks for the last 5-6 years, and as I said in the prologue, they turn out to be true, whether they're from Twitter, whether they're from 4chan, whether they're from independent sources, or whether they're from Reddit. So take it with a grain of salt, but we already know a lot of it about this movie, and they haven't even started shooting it yet. But stuff like this really helps the movie when it comes out. Like all the Multiverse of Madness, crazy leaks, actually help the movie do pretty well. Just under $1 billion, did just over 920 million. This movie could break $1 billion. It could, it really could. Because Marvel would learn from the mistakes, the big mistakes that they made during Multiverse of Madness. Don't get me wrong, good movie, but they could have done some things a lot better. So let's hope they take all the good parts of Multiverse of Madness and apply it in a multiversal concept, because every movie from now, phase 5, 6, 7 is part of the multiversal saga. So obviously take it with a pinch of salt, but I believe a lot of this could be true because it lines up with stuff we've been hearing for months. Yes, I haven't covered Deadpool 3 for a really good reason, but we're going to start covering it right now. So let's break it down. Deadpool is arrested by the TVA for time traveling. Now, we've already heard the rumors of Owen Wilson appearing in Venom 3. Owen Wilson apparently is going to appear everywhere, which does make sense. As a penalty, he's given a job to eliminate a rogue timeline where Magneto, played by McKenna, has taken over the world and subjected humanity House of M style. I mean, even if it is fan fiction, which I don't think it is, it's already sounding pretty damn dope. Owen Wilson gives Deadpool a handler to keep him out of trouble. Deadpool teams up with Wolverine of this world, where Professor X and the Fox X-Men have joined Magneto and basically killed everyone. Now this is interesting, because if we go back a few years, before Deadpool 3 was even confirmed, we're talking after the Fox merger, so it was realistic. X-Men kills the whole Marvel universe was something that came up. And it says it basically kills everyone. So, are they going to apply this theory of Deadpool kills everybody to this movie? It would be really cool. There's a lot of people who are skeptical about this movie, including your boy War Drizzy, that they're not going to keep it in, as we would say in England, like an R-rated, like a 15. Because in order to do this stuff, they need to do that. Obviously, there has been deaths in Marvel movies, but Deadpool needs to be a freaking savage. As Deadpool 2, even though I think Cable slayed it, was a little bit disappointing. So, there are other MCU characters, but very brief mentions. Most likely how Magneto's X-Men killed all the Avengers. Magneto can control metal in Thor's hammer and has it. Yo, even if this is fan fiction, lads and ladettes, this sounds dope. And we've also got some other stuff to go over, which makes it sound even better. But it's most likely its own thing. From there, Deadpool and Wolverine kill everyone. It sounds freaking insane. And then it goes on to say, probably fake, but you never know, explains some mechanical rumors. And all the Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe rumors. I actually am inclined to believe this is real, but it's obviously originated from 4chan. It's also on the Twitter sphere. It's also on the Deadpool 3 news and updates page. The post basically says it could be real, could be not. But I think there's a lot of validity to this, because if you go by the industry insiders who most people believe, a lot of this stuff has, in a roundabout way, been said before. Owen Wilson's been rumored to be turning up everywhere, as he's the kind of multiversal police from the TVA, from Loki. If you like, I am really, really anticipating this movie, because it could be like Multiverse of Madness on steroids, in a retrospective kind of point of view. So, also, there's some other cool rumors going back to January. So, you know me, I like to troll like Twitter scoopers, but I'm not really going to... I'm going to try hard not to do it. So, according to one Twitter scooper, his handle's a little bit weird, but people who have some kind of credibility in the space follow him. So, make that what you want. So, this is dating back to the 19th of January 2023. Bruce Banner Hulk is in Deadpool 3. Now, we also know there was other rumors that we were going to get a badass fight between Wolverine and Hulk. And it's been rumored that Hugh Jackman Wolverine will be wearing the yellow iconic Wolverine. Gosh, sorry that I broke character then. He's basically going to be wearing the yellow suit. So hopefully this rumor is true. Now, I'm not going to speak about who owns the character, because it's back and forth between people thinking they know everything. Universal had the rights to produce the Hulk movie standalone. Marvel can only include Hulk as a side character in a team-up movie, in any other kind of movie. They can't do an independent movie. But hopefully, one day we will get the World War Hulk movie, which, if you watched a train wreck, I'm going to get comments about this. If you watched a train wreck that was She-Hulk, kind of implied they were building up to World War Hulk. So, this would be insane. If we have Deadpool and Wolverine killing everyone, going around the multiverse, doing whatever the hell they want. We could even get someone like Dr. Doom appearing, because now with all the rumors and the allegations and the hearsay, it's looking like a lot of Marvel fans were like, yo, just get rid of Kang. Get rid of Kang and put Dr. Doom in it so we can get God Doom and we can get Emperor Doom. I'm down with that. But I still think they should include Kang the Conqueror and have Doom in Secret Wars, because Secret Wars is supposed to be like the biggest thing ever. If Marvel and Kevin Feige can recover. People are like, yo, what are you on about? Wakanda Forever made money. Sure. Multiverse of Madness made money. Sure. Ant-Man lost money. Sure. But last year, Disney lost a hell of a lot of money overall as a company. So Marvel needs to start firing on all cylinders. They can't keep doing the same generic storyline. This is where Deadpool 3 could be interesting, because Deadpool 3 could be a game changer. So there's a lot of articles going around recently. I don't know why it's recently, because I'm reading an article here from the 19th of April saying Deadpool 3 fans might have an iconic Wolverine fight that will make fans go crazy. And it's also citing the same Twitter scooper. Handle is THWhipT. Yeah, I get it. It's a really weird handle. But like I said, looking at who follows him, etc., adds like it has some validity. This article on bgr.com also goes on to say, I'm pointing to the middle of January leak 3 months ago, because a new YouTube video from friend of the channel, Michael Roman, aka Everything Always, he just dropped a new music album. Check it out. It's pretty sick. Covered the leak speculating that Wolverine might fight Hulk in Deadpool 3. So that just adds more validity to the rumor that does date back to January that this could happen. And if Michael Roman from Everything Always is also saying the same thing, he's a pretty credible person, so I'm more likely to believe this. Goes on to say, whilst there's only a guess from a YouTuber, it makes sense that the only reason to bring Hulk into a movie like Deadpool 3, whether it's Bruce Banner from the MCU main reality or a variant, Deadpool 3 could give fans the kind of comic book fight that wasn't possible in the movies before the Disney Fox acquisition. Obviously, we don't know who owns the rights to the character. It looks like Universal technically still owns the right, but basically because Deadpool 3 is a multiversal movie, there will be all sorts of branch reality, alternate universe, etc., where this could be very possible. As we said earlier in the video, we know it's not going to be the Wolverine from the timeline where Logan made me cry because that movie is the greatest comic book movie ever. It really is. So Deadpool 3 is looking pretty sick. Nobody wants to see Professor Hulk fight Wolverine because that would be freaking lame. What we really want is World War Hulk. I've been calling that for years on the channel. To bring World War Hulk into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Go back on the channel like 3 years or so. I've been calling that for literal years. So this could be freaking insane. And the article goes on to say, She-Hulk did tease Wolverine. Okay, I missed that if it did. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. Hugh Jackman has been pushing himself in the gym to look again like Wolverine. Okay, let's address this. Okay, Warstu put a picture up. Okay, cool. He's been pushing himself, but I don't believe what he's saying. Hugh Jackman is not eating 8,000 calories a day. That is an absolute lie. So let's look at his stats. Okay, so he sits around 85 kg, 6'2". So he's give or take close to my body weight. I'm 6 foot. He's a tiny bit taller than me. He's in his 50s. He's most likely, allegedly, I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. He most likely is on TRT or some kind of testosterone. He is not natty. If you look at his transformation in such a short time, it's not naturally attainable. And don't come at me, bros, and go, yeah, but he's got the best trainer in the world. Okay, but there's only limited exercise you can do. You could hire the best trainer in the world, but he ain't making up exercises that don't exist. If you want bigger arms, you're curling or you're doing some kind of extension. If you want a bigger chest, you're doing some kind of bench press. If you want bigger legs, you're either squatting or you're doing RDLs. I know my stuff. So 8,000 calories, lad. All right, lad. Let's listen, right? Because this is where it gets even more interesting. So to eat clean, nutritious food, right? He claims to be eating 8,000 calories worth of chicken, mince, fresh vegetables, and complex carbohydrates like sweet potato and brown rice. It's pretty expensive, sure, bro. You are not eating 8,000 calories at all. You do not get stronger, bigger, and leaner at the same time naturally. It's not even easy to do that when you're not natural. Let's put this into retrospective. So, world strongmen like Eddie Hall, Half-Thor, Tom Strowman, etc., okay, they eat like 8,000 to 10,000 calories, but they weigh 125 kg to 150 kg. There is no way someone as small as Hugh Jackman is eating close to that calorie count. Maybe like 4,000 if he's got a fast metabolism, but at his age, it wouldn't actually slow down anyway. The dude looked pretty skinny before he started to bulk up. So I just find it funny when they start talking about his 8,000 calorie chicken, broccoli, and rice diet, which there's barely any calories in that, to be honest. So also in the news, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out soon. And I already know if this movie is good or not, but it's not my place to say at the moment. So wait for the review video to come out for that. Can't technically say anything yet. But it's looking to me, based on the early reactions for Guardians of the Galaxy, they're giving it the Ant-Man 3 treatment where Marvel are getting scared because Ant-Man 3 lost money with the quotes and headlines. The best movie since Endgame. Has there been any good movies since Endgame? You people came at me in the comment section on Twitter. Okay, yes, there has. Spider-Man No Way Home, but that's a Sony movie. No, it's not. Well, it is because they own the character. Cool. Multiverse of Madness, that's probably the best movie since, in my opinion. So, we have some little quotes. Brilliant, thrilling, entertaining, incredible, breathtaking, epic, striking. It's actually quite funny that the European people have seen it and the Americans haven't seen it yet. As of the time when the reactions actually came out. Best Marvel movie since Endgame. You know when they're quoting someone from France that Americans haven't seen it yet. So the problem with these quotes are they're going a bit over the top. They really are going a little bit over the top. Which, it's good and it's bad. But as I say, whenever you get reactions for a movie, it's really the review that means anything. The early reactions are just to get your little quote on a little billboard on London Underground, or get yourself on a poster, or be cute and get yourself in a trailer and think you're really cool because your name's in a trailer. Then it comes out and you drop your real review and it's nothing like your actual reaction is, and then you get called fake because that's generally how this goes down. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is my favourite, more mature, more violent, but still in the DNA of goalkeepers. Staging level, I wanted to shout, Marvel, finally. The film is doing a lot of good for mixed fans of the latest projects. These are translated from France, I believe. Thanks for everything, James Gunn. A trilogy that ends perfectly. Well, it does end, actually. Yeah, it does end perfectly. In a way, I guess you could say. With a lot of emotion, a cruel and ruthless antagonistic. Really horrible to watch at times. And an excellent reel. Too many things to say. A great moment for the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a brilliant movie, end a brilliant trilogy. Okay, the second one was kind of miss. It's very funny, emotional. Everybody gets their standout moment. Well, it's that long, they should. William Poulter's Adam Warlock is a terrific addition, yet the focus is rightly on telling a satisfying end for the Guardians. Gotta miss them. So what's interesting is there's a lot of reactions saying Adam Warlock sucks. So when you read one saying he doesn't, it's kind of interesting. But I'm not actually putting my input into this. I'm just reading what is online, obviously. The MCU, fresher than ever. James Gunn concludes his trilogy with a panacea of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. A whole film, brutal and elegant at the same time, and full of emotion. You're going to cry at the end, maybe. Very surprising to say that it shouldn't have been done a few years ago. Well, this movie should have came out a long time ago because it's well overdue. So all the reactions are the same, saying it's the greatest thing ever, it make you cry, it's emotional. I don't really like it when all the reactions say the same thing because it really doesn't say a lot of things. A lot of them are going, yeah, the best movie since Endgame. Well, yeah, it had Tony Stark Iron Man in it. It had Thor. It had Chris Evans Captain America in it. So are you saying it's better than Endgame, or are you saying it's the best movie since then? So all the reactions are really positive, and then you get the odd one that's really negative, like perfect conclusion, best since Endgame. It's just people trying to really get their word out there. First reactions for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 are incredibly positive. People saying it revived the cinema, and even said it's the best movie since Endgame. Revived the cinema. Okay, we've had No Way Home that banged since then. Okay, Sony movie. We've had Avatar. No, Mario's just about to hit $1 billion, beat Ant-Man 3. The cinema does not need reviving. Good movies need reviving. And I can confirm this is okay, I can't really say anything yet, but it's a good movie in my opinion. Spectacular, amazing plotline, moving, a pure delight, phenomenal, powerful, explosive. Now, you know when Marvel's in trouble because Marvel starts using these, okay, guys, can you please give us one word so we can get you on the poster? I'm just blunt and honest, and I still get invited to like press screener events and stuff, which is cool because it tells you that Disney isn't unbiased, and I still get invited to a lot of press screeners from a lot of different studios. So my blunt honesty doesn't faze them, which is cool. Or maybe it's the fact that no one listens to me. It could be one or the other. I don't really know. So overall, the reactions are good, but you need to watch it yourself because, like, there's comments like this. German journalist Markus Turret called The Outing the saddest and darkest MCU movie. Sadder than Tony Stark dying. What the? Okay, I'll just go with Jesus teased a darker story with touches of terror. El Spandal Valentino in a Spanish tweet called the movie the best since Endgame, not really saying a lot. Digital Spy Ian proudly proclaimed the movie to be a brilliant end to the trilogy. Alexander from Movie Zine warned that nothing can prepare you for all the emotional, specifically pointing to Rocket Raccoon's beautiful and heart-wrenching origin story that you can see in the trailer. Okay, cool. Rory from Joe.ie confirmed to the world he had shed a tear and that he'd very happily watch an Adam Warlock solo movie. Wait, you might get your own way. Shut up, Warstu. Okay, so yeah, Guardians reactions are cool, but wait till the review comes out before you actually judge your opinion because I feel like the reviews are going to be slightly different. But like I said, it's still a decent movie overall, but I'm not going to say what I actually think yet because that'll be a post-credit end and explain video, which I will release much closer to the actual release of the movie. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the handsome face, the beautiful face behind the voice. Check us out on Twitter at WarstuG, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.